1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is
Caught!
Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Virtue Field on the campus of the University of Vermont as we get set for the boys' Division I state championship game between the number 1, 14-2 CVU Redhawks and the number 10, 7-10 Colchester Lakers. I'm Tom Corbett. Alongside is a fellow second-grade girls hockey dad. It is Justin St. Louis.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of experience, soccer, not hockey. Where are you? But a little bit of experience coming into this versus last year when you drafted me to do the D2 games.
This one, it's going to be interesting. We're going to have an interesting day. It's a day of Cinderellas here, and it's whether or not they can finish the story. Colchester looking to become the first team to knock off the number 1, number 2, and number 3 seeds in one playoff run on the way to a title.
Wild. Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable to have two 10 versus 1 matchups here with the boys and the girls later on tonight. How could you predict one, let alone two? That's amazing.
And, it's always interesting in these matchups. Does the underdog team come in feeling the pressure of going against the number 1 seed in this run, kind of the weight of these new expectations? Or do you come in just, we've got nothing to lose? That's
kind of the mentality I've got with it. If I'm Colchester, we got nothing to lose. We've made the run this far that nobody expected, and maybe even including ourselves. They won 4 games in the regular season. So to come here and have a chance at the state championship, that's pretty wild, and you got to celebrate that fact alone. And, hey, if we can put a couple of balls in the net, great.
Anything can happen. Let's take a look at our starters. First, for the Colchester Lakers, a junior in goal. That is Jackson Bouchard.
Redhawks of Champlain Valley High School.
A junior wearing number 3, Sawyer Prouty. A senior wearing number 4, Jack Curry.
Let's meet the teams. First, for the Lakers.
A
number 0,
sophomore
Jackson
wearing
Bouchard.
number 7, that is Jack Akins.
Number 1,
a
Quentin
senior
White.
wearing number 8, Carter Fass.
Number 3, Sawyer Prouty.
A senior wearing number 10,
Number
Asan
4,
Aman
Jack Curry.
Rasuli.
Number 5,
A senior,
Liam
number
Fitzgerald.
11, Damunga Alfani.
Number 6, Noah Langer.
A sophomore, number 13,
Number 7,
Benjamin
Jack Akins.
Musa Amani.
Number 8,
A sophomore,
Carter Fobbs.
number 14, Lucas Moran.
Number 9, Galen McCardle. Number 10,
A
Asan Rizzoli.
a senior, number 18,
Number
Jonah
11,
Spurlock.
Damunga Alfani.
And a sophomore, number 20,
Number 12,
Victor
Liam
Guru.
Hallett.
And the
Number
Colchester
13,
Lakers are coached
Benjamin
by
Musa
Ty
Amani.
Pratt and assisted by Dave Sharkey and
Number 14,
PJ
Lucas Moran.
Marchand.
Number 16,
A
Brady Lumsden.
Real balance of, heavy on seniors
Number
and also a lot of
18,
young players, a
Jonas
lot of
Spurlock.
sophomores in that starting lineup.
Yeah, I noticed that. And
19,
there's a lot of
Easton
freshmen
Russell.
waiting in the wings, too, here. I think it's
And also
a
number
decidedly
19,
young team, and
Parker Demerit.
you can kind of see that just by looking at them during warm-ups.
Number
These are
20,
some
Victor
young kids, which
Goro.
might explain the 4-10 record
Number 21,
during the regular
Vaughn
season.
Nguyen.
And you mentioned before we hit record, Justin, these two teams
Francis Solo.
played just a few weeks ago, and
Head
it was
coach for the
competitive,
Lakers,
just a
Ty
2-0 game.
Pratt.
Yeah, and
Assisted by
CVU, of
Dave
course,
Sharkey
came out with a
and
win,
PJ
but
Marshall.
Colchester definitely put up a fight. And that's got to give them a pretty good shot in the arm coming into the playoffs.
now for
And,
the
none of their
Redhawks.
losses were huge
Wearing
blowouts,
number
really.
0, Oscar
They
Anderson.
were 1-goal games. I only see one game that
Number
was
1,
versus Essex, a
Ziggy
4-0
Babbitt.
loss. Everything else was a goal. So they really
Number 2,
hung in there
Caleb
all season long,
Albertson.
and they just did not get the wins. I mean, maybe this record's a fluke.
Now we take a look at the starting lineup for the CVU Red Hawks. Senior in goal, Ziggy Babbitt.
Number 6,
Senior, number 4, Miles Bergeson.
Number 7, Caleb Greenslit.
A junior, number 6, Gavin Prada.
Number 8,
Senior,
Kyle
number 7,
Kruger.
Caleb Greenslit.
Number 9,
Junior, number 10,
Julian
Mason Barron.
Number
Junior,
10,
number 11,
Mason
William
Barron.
Wallace. Senior, number 14,
Number
George
11,
Charlson.
William Wallace.
Senior, number 16,
Number
Jacob
12, Cal
Lep.
Caputo.
And
Number
a
13,
senior,
Julian
number 17, Ashok Dow.
Number 14, George
Junior,
Charlson.
number 19, Henry Galloway.
Number 16, Jacob
And
Leppel.
a junior, number 20, Ethan Revoir.
Number 17, Ajak Dow.
And I will say, as we sit high
Number
atop
18,
Virtue
Jack
Field,
Franz.
it is not Halloween anymore, and
Number
it is no
19,
longer in the
Henry
70s.
Galloway.
Correct.
A lot of winter hats as we
Number
look out
20,
a
Ethan
great
Revoir.
turnout here. The stands are packed
Number
at
21,
Virtue Field.
And they're clapping a lot more than what you hear, but everybody's wearing gloves,
Number
so it's
22,
Muted
somewhat
claps.
muffled.
Decker.
Yeah.
Could be worse. It was
Number
rain
24,
last
Lincoln
night for the D2
Ricketts.
championships.
Yeah.
And
Number
thank them,
25,
those fans stayed
Ronan
into it.
Raymond.
And I told them, I said, well,
Number
you
26,
freeze if you're not into it
Zev
at this point.
Mark.
Yeah.
You want to be yelling and cheering.
And number 27,
And-
Henry McLean.
Colchester here looking
Head
to
coach of the Red Hawks, Shane
try to come
Lafayette,
out on
assisted
top.
by
The
Owen
girls
McEwen,
team for
Arthur
Colchester
Griffin, and
won
Paul
last
Membrino.
year. Got upset this year in the playoffs, but the
And
boys
today we
doing the
welcome all
upsetting.
veterans
So
and active military members to the
it's a
game
balancing
and
act.
thank them for their service and sacrifices.
I want to say to the
Ladies and
folks
gentlemen,
listening
if you
along
are
with us
willing
here and
able,
watching,
would you please stand
it
for the
is
national
going to be
anthem?
quite difficult to identify some of the players for the
And now
Colchester
let
team.
us honor America with
These
our
jerseys
flag.
are
Today's
very
anthem will
hard
be
to read.
performed
The numbers have
by
two stripes
CVU
going through
senior
them that
Abigail
are the
Usher.
same color as the numbers. So bear with us as we try to identify players during the game.
At Price Chopper and Market 32, we want to help you shop smart to get the best quality and value for you and your family. That's why we created
More ways to save.
Just Use Your Advantage card to save your way with weekly specials, price chops, lowdowns, stock up savings, fair to compare, and Advantage rewards. Now that's smart shopping. More ways to save at Price Chopper and Market 32.
Suicide prevention starts with everyday heroes like you. Join the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the movement turning hope into action. Learn more at afsp.org/Vermont. Together, we can stop suicide.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously. Yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
I want to thank everybody for watching the VPA State Championship. The road to the state championship demands a team effort from our student athletes, coaches, administrators, parents, and fans as you travel the state's beautiful highways and byways. To the VPA and the Vermont State Highway Safety Office, thank you for engaging in safe driving practices to ensure we all arrive safely to our destinations. Buckle up, stay safe, and drive well, Vermont. Traffic safety is a team sport. We are just about ready to get this one underway, and it's been really cool this year, at least for D2, and D1 championships getting decided under the lights.
Yeah.
On big stages.
Nice.
Burlington had the D2 championships last night under the lights. We're here at UVM under the lights.
And they just flicked on, too.
CVU are in their red uniforms. Colchester in their home whites. Like we said, from our vantage point, it's going to be tough, not just for us, but for you guys watching the video to see the numbers for Colchester.
We're actually identifying them by the number on their shorts. That's actually the best view that we'll have, I remember.
CVU will have first possession. Leppel moves it back. Dow sends it all the way to the keeper, Ziggy Babbitt. CVU looking to control possession here. Working the far sideline. They played up the wing, trying to get at the foot of Revoir. And we'll get our first throw in here. Colchester looking to try to get that to Victor Goro. Once again, they throw it up to Goro, who flicks it on. Trapped down, though, by CVU and sent all the way back to Babbitt. A little pressure there, but they scoot it to the side. Leppel goes up, looking to try to get that give and go.
Aiken's breaking it up there for Colchester.
Goro plays it up. Can't quite get out of the foot of his teammate, Rasuli. Goes into the corner. Carter Fass.
Tripped up there a little bit.
CVU trying to clear, but Colchester maintains possession. Alfani played it back. On the move in Curry. Curry's square is deflected and cleared out. Back and forth here in the early minutes.
CVU trying to make something happen here, but Colchester's got a good defense going on right now. Now, Tom, in the pregame we talked about, this Colchester, do they play with the we have nothing to lose mentality? On the other side of that coin, is CVU worried about a choke after a dominant season? I mean, I would guess not, but
I think CVU kind of lives in these championships so much that they feel accustomed to it.
Haven't lost a game since September 27th. That's a pretty good run.
And they send a long ball. They're going to throw in here deep in Colchester territory. And bodies collide right on the end line, and we'll get a goal kick. I will say, thankfully for us, as we've actually gotten into play and the players have moved closer to us, those numbers have gotten a little bit easier to see.
Ooh, a 3 right there. I can see that. It's the single-digit numbers that we struggle with the most.
Big goal kick, headed forward by CVU and trapped down by Greenslet. Flicked on. What a beautiful flick there, but the Colchester defense is right where it needs to be. Jonah Spurlock made the defensive play there, as streaking through was George Charlson. Trickles all the way into the box. Prada. Some fancy footwork, but Colchester as turning on that one and high for CVU. William Wallace was geared up for that kick. And, of course, we are playing the white lines here for soccer. This is also multi-use, as most of the turf fields here are in the state of Vermont. So you have field hockey and lacrosse. CVU gets it back. Greenslet Playing it up towards the 18, headed out momentarily, pop back in, and keeper out to make the grab. Jackson Bouchard. And we got an offsides before the grab.
And Bouchard was heads up on that, though. He read that play from the beginning. Greenslet for CVU is really trying to make some stuff happen. And noticed him being right in the middle of the action just about every single time that CVU has the ball. There he is.
Ball there for Akins. And the defender and keeper collide together. Ball up for grabs. Akins still down in the box, and Colchester will just clear it out. That was... And we will stop the clock here.
Yeah, that's Greenslet. He went flying after that collision.
And that was an awkward collision because it was the defender and the keeper who made the heavy contact. I don't know if maybe Greenslet maybe just stepped on someone's foot. It seems like he's holding down around that ankle.
And it looked like almost like a knee-to-knee in hockey on open ice. You know, it was just a really awkward collision. He went flying, but he's up.
And he is hopping on just one leg. Good news for everybody. This year's programs are free and digital and easily accessed from your mobile device. Find the links you need at vpaonline.org. Thank you to our digital program partners at the Vermont Highway Safety Office and Choice Matter, Community National Bank, Price Chopper and Market 32, as well as Booth Brothers. So a throw-in coming here for CVU. See if they give it back to Colchester. That's kind of like the code. If you purposely kick it out because there's an injured player, the code would say you give it back.
Correct.
Not going to be the case here. Dow will play it all the way back. Burgesson. CVU really working those flicks and making runs on the sides. Taken away by Colchester and showing some speed on that far side. Cutting towards the middle was Goro. They couldn't get it to him. But Colchester will maintain possession here. Looking for Goro. And said CVU looking for that counterattack. Played wide and a throw-in coming once again for the Redhawks. Leppel. Prada moves it along. Seacott, who is just checked in for the injured Greenslet.
And is freezing out there. You can see he's got his hands wrapped up in his long sleeves.
CVU plays it in, but right at the keeper, Bouchard. Big kick there. I'd say early time of possession has definitely favored CVU here. In control. I'll send it all the way back. Around the horn it goes. Dow will move it across to Leppel. Back to Dow. Burgesson. Middle of the field, William Wallace. Leppel. And CVU is just maintaining possession here. They played inside the box, but cleared out by Colchester. Colchester with it. On the run is Alfani. Gets rid of it and taken away by CVU's William Wallace. Wallace controlling that middle of the field for CVU.
Prouty for Colchester was not pleased with that.
Wallace. Excuse me, that was Mason Barron who took that shot. The CVU girls soccer team, who's playing later tonight, has arrived, showing their support for the boys team. Alfani plays it over to the wing. Colchester can't keep it in bounds. Colchester, for the most part, is leaving Victor Goro kind of up front there, looking for that counterattack, and they've shifted more towards definitely that defensive end as Colchester will play it out and we'll get a throw in. Lucas Morin just gets it out of bounds and lets his team regroup and set up. They throw it to the 18 again. Chest it out and a goal kick. And I think
they are just driving that bus back and
just
forth.
Looping it. Did they budget for the extra fuel?
I think so. Yeah.
Headed forward. Flicked on once again by Prada. Some pressure there taken away by Alfani. Alfani left side. Passes it top of the 18. Wow. Fire, and it's deflected out. A beautiful look by Alfani. Got it to the foot of Ahsan Aman Rasuli. But the defense right there for CVU on the best scoring chance of this early game for Colchester.
Yeah, for either team, really. That was a great play. And Alfani was right there with the pass and couldn't quite put it together.
Corner headed up for grabs and goes over the net, and I believe we have another corner coming right back. So another crack at it here. Another curving in, deflects, and we have a third corner kick coming. Damunga Alfani going to take this one for Colchester. Back corner, nobody there as that one goes out. But if you're Colchester, you're happy. Some early momentum, some cracks at the goal. You know, talking to some people before the game, they kind of put it in the frame of CVU is going to be able to be, you know, they're going to punch in bunches. They're going to get a lot of punches in, but Colchester can throw a mean haymaker.
Clearly, with a unprecedented run through the playoffs so far.
They send it long for Goro. Goro takes it away, and we get a whistle. Goro going to be called for the bump.
Interesting whistle.
Yep. Taken away once again by Colchester. Alfani Gets bumped off the ball, keeps possession. They play on, send through for Goro.
Damunga Alfani is here.
He is. And a great job by the officials that time, seeing that he still had the advantage and not stopping play.
Let it play. Yep.
Leppel plays to the middle. Barron plays it back. Burgesson. Through ball up at the feet of Preda. And we'll get a whistle. Free kick coming here for CVU. Mason Barron going to be the trigger man on this kick. CVU sets up at the top of the box. See if they play this back corner, front corner, or straight in as that one flicked up over the net.
Into the game for Colchester, number 2, Liam Fitzgerald.
Liam Fitzgerald comes in for the first time here for Colchester. And throw in coming. 25 minutes still to play here in the first half. We are scoreless in this boys Division I state championship game. Trap down. Goro. As you see, a little adjustment here from Colchester, Justin. They've moved Goro kind of back into that midfield, and they've sent Alfani up front now.
Well, I think he's proven he belongs up there.
That'll trickle in for a easy pickup for Jackson Bouchard. And we'll get a whistle that time against CVU.
Apart from the breeze, Tom, could you imagine a nicer setting than what we've got right here?
No.
Sun going down over the Adirondacks and Lake Champlain. Pretty cool.
Man, this campus has really just continued to blossom, architecturally speaking, over recent years.
And our viewers can see the dorms in the background. It's just a cool spot.
Alfani loses the handle. A little back touch there taken away by Colchester. Goro. Back to his left, tries to play it in for Damunga Alfani. Couldn't quite get it to him. Touched off by Benjamin Musa Amani.
Sawyer Prouty fighting hard for Colchester right now, but he's all alone.
On the run, CVU, they send it up. A lot of contact there, no whistle.
That was Ethan Revoir went down on the turf hard.
Both teams fighting hard here. And CVU will start a new possession here. And they're sending it deep. I thought it was close, and it is offsides.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to wait till he actually touches it before it becomes offsides.
Right.
Occasionally can leave you with a few seconds of suspense whether or not they're going to call it or not.
That's got to hurt in 40 degrees.
Here comes CVU. Seacott loses the handle, taken away by Colchester. And they keep it in.
Right down the line.
Prouty putting a little pressure on. And goes up at the foot of Prada. Amani, he loses the handle. They play it in the box, but that'll be an easy pickup for Bouchard.
Revoir thought about it.
Short kick. Taken away. Both teams just back and forth right now. Amani can't get a handle for Colchester.
Whipple doing a nice job for CVU right there.
Curry tries to send it up, but it's taken away. Prada can't get there. Instead, it goes all the way up to Alfani, taken away by Dow. Seacott plays it back. Now they'll play it in once again. And Bouchard is right there. I will say, as a former keeper, there's nothing worse than once you get to the end of the box and you just have to wait.
Hammer
You got to hope that ball gets there before those two charging bulls get there.
Yep.
Seacott. Chested forward. Tapped up. Goro on the move. Plays it up to Alfani. He pushes by the defender. Goro calls for it in the box. Can they get it to him? Oh, missed touch there. Tough break for Liam Fitzgerald. But Colchester still has possession. Jack Curry looking for Amani. And here comes CVU on the counterattack. Wallace plays it up. Charleston in the box, turns, fires, and scores! And we are no longer scoreless. The senior George Charleston from the left side buries it in the bottom corner. And CVU takes the 1-0 lead.
How quickly that all changed, as it was Colchester who was really in command just before it went the other way. And Colchester had kind of been running the show for a minute there, but CVU on the board first.
Just a big counterattack, which is kind of interesting because it had been Colchester really whose offense was the counterattack, and CVU was just maintaining possession.
CVU goal scored by number 14, George Charleston.
Now it'll be interesting to watch Colchester and see how they react to that.
Still very early here. Seacott. Charleston plays it all the way in the box, but that'll go to Bouchard. And we have not really seen anything. It's hard to tell because everyone bundled up on the sidelines. Maybe to give us a hint on the availability of Caleb Greenslet for CVU.
And Charleston, who just scored that goal, is down on the turf.
You know, as a lot of soccer players miraculously healed after the whistle and a few seconds of rolling around.
You know, and I'm going to give all these guys credit because it is freezing cold out here, and I'm sure it stings just a little bit more than normal.
And that one ends up at the foot of Wallace. Plays it in, knocked down, fired, knocked down again by the defense. big defensive stand that time for Colchester. Going the other way, Alfani. Alfani on the move, cuts back to his left. Around a couple defenders, just ran out of time. And he just kind of laid there for a second, looked up and said, gosh darn, I want that back.
Yeah.
Goro tries to rip one, deflected and cleared by CVU. By the way, it was Jack Curry for Colchester who made that huge defensive block.
Yeah.
A minute ago.
What a play.
Speaking of which, Curry battling at midfield and draws a foul. One nothing the score. CVU leading Colchester here. Under 17 to play in half number one. Played right wing to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald hammers it in the box right at the keeper, and a grab there for Ziggy Babbitt. And not a bad idea for Colchester just to get a couple hard ones in his direction.
I don't think anybody expected that either.
Mistouch there. Seacott poked away, and a throw in for the Red Hawks. Subs for both
teams. Game for Colchester, numbers 6, Noah Langer, and 10, Asan Rizzoli.
Noah Langer and
for CVU, number 27,
Asan Aman Rosuli. In for Colchester, Henry McLean in for CVU. You see a lot of the guys on the bench, even if they're not coming in, doing some jogging there on the sideline, trying to stay warm as Bouchard will grab that through ball. Knocked down by CVU. McLean pressuring. McLean gets it back, plays it in the box, headed out. Knocked down, Wallace. William Wallace. Back to his left, plays it, top of the box, nobody there, and we get a clear and a throw in for CVU. CVU will play it all the way back to Bergeron. And we get a whistle there and a free kick coming just outside the 18 here for CVU. Prada got bumped. Couple different guys there. Ashok Dow all the way up from the back. He's up there. They'll move the wall back about a yard. Let's see which one actually takes it. Dow there, as well as Barron. Barron rips it, and it just goes high.
Into the game for Colchester, number 12, Liam Halleck.
Liam Halleck in now for Colchester. He'll give Jack Curry a break. I expect we won't see Jack Curry on the side for too long.
Impactful player for Colchester. I will say as it gets a little bit darker, the numbers become a little bit easier to read.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it gets a little bit colder.
Well, that.
Inside Alfani. Turns, fires, and a save made. Ziggy Babbitt. But good signs here for Colchester. They've got a couple on net. Shot so far 5-2 in favor of CVU. Looking Going to play it up the sideline, but a little bit of a mistouch, and a throw in here for Colchester.
Into the game for Colchester, number 21, Fong Nguyen.
Fong Nguyen in now for Colchester for the first time today. Headed forward. CVU is just very quick to those 50-50 balls in those first touches so far today.
Yeah.
They've had a couple where Colchester's kind of waiting for that ball to get to them, and it never makes it. CVU's already there. Nguyen looking to set it up, and a nice deflection that time. Flicked on, trying to get to McLean. And McLean refusing to die here. All the way in, Colchester keeps it in play and clears it.
Nice effort by Prada there for CVU.
And we get a whistle and a free kick coming as Prada called for the foul on Amani. Dow heads forward, trapped down by Amani. Amani trying to keep possession, but bumped off by Barron. McLean. Back to Leppel. Up to McLean. McLean on the run, but hustle there to get there first by Lucas Morin for Colchester.
Into the game for Colchester, numbers 4, Jack Curry, and number 20, Victor Goro.
Jack Curry right back in here for Colchester, as is Victor Goro.
Decker.
Wyatt Decker in for CVU. Apple plays it in, headed out, chest down. Still up for grabs inside the 18, but that'll go to Bouchard. Close to the 10-minute mark here in half number 1. Alfani can't quite keep that one at his feet. They play it up. Colchester with possession. Knocked out and a throw in coming. On the far sideline. CVU with it. White jerseys in position. They try to get it to Charleston. And we got a corner kick. George Charleston got our only goal so far here tonight.
CVU corner kick to be taken by number 10, Mason Barron.
Mason Barron going to send this one in. Curving in, headed out. Turn, fire, and that one just high for William Wallace.
Into the game for CVU number 20, Ethan Revoir.
Ethan Revoir back in for CVU. Chested down. Hard sprint from McLean, but played out once again.
But McLean has been involved in just about every play since he came off the bench.
Lucas Moraine has been holding it down, though, on that defensive side for Colchester. He has shown a lot of speed on these runs. Dow heads forward. Dow on the move, turns, and I think he wanted to get a bigger piece of that one. But stays in play, so Colchester will have possession. Fitzgerald plays back, and it's hammered up, but nobody there. Barron will go all the way back. Leppel. Middle of the field, Wallace. Wallace tries to send a through ball headed up by Colchester. Barron to Wallace, back to Barron. Barron turns, and that one goes high.
Nice passing, just a missed execution on the shot, but they kind of downplayed that. That was a nice heads-up play.
Into the game for Colchester, number 10, Ason Rizzoli.
Goal kick here for Colchester. Touchdown, middle of the field. Goro looking to play it through, trying to get it to Alfani. Goro touched it off to win. It's a little miscommunication there, it looked like, for Colchester. And it has been all energy so far for Henry McLean since he has come in for CVU. Goro with it, traps it down, sends it long for Alfani. Burgesson gets there first, plays it back to the keeper, and Babbitt will send it upfield.
Right into the headwind. And you can see that ball just kind of stop in midair every time it goes upfield.
On the CVU defensive side, you can see the flags above the scoreboard. Just, they are moving.
A little bit of starch in them.
Dow going to send it across. That three-man back of Leppel, Dow, and Burgesson has been stout so far for CVU. It's really allowed them to push more into that offensive end.
Absolutely, and every now and then you'll see one of them come upfield with the ball.
Barron sends it through, and that one goes just wide. Ethan Revoir has been hunting those through balls all day today, and that was his best look so far.
Jackson Bouchard never looked concerned, however.
Revoir. Back to Barron. Goes back up. Alfani. Keeper plays it. Dow will go back across to Burgesson. Trying to get that one through. They play it up. Revoir. He gets tackled. Clean. Corner kick coming. 3.5 to play here in the first half, and Colchester's got to stay strong on this corner kick. At worst, they want to go into this half 1-0.
I'm impressed. They have been way overachieving this playoff season, and they're doing again just as much today.
And towering up to make that catch, Bouchard. miss kick, though. CVU with it. And a free kick coming. They play it in the box, headed on, and a save made by Bouchard. Miles Burgesson, the defender, flicked that backwards off the head, but Bouchard, like a cat, able to make the save in the bottom left corner.
Great reaction time.
Ooh, that might have been a hard ball off the face. Under 2 minutes.
Does Alfani want it or not? I guess he does.
And finally, that one grabbed by the keeper, Ziggy Babbitt.
Great effort by Alfani.
Played across. Played it through. And that one going to go wide. And we're going to get a whistle and a penalty kick coming.
1:08 left.
The keeper came out, Bouchard. Missed the ball, took out the legs of Ethan Revoir. And it looks like coming up to take the penalty will be Miles Burgesson.
Penalty kick to be attempted by number 4, Miles Burgesson.
Oh, and they give a card to the keeper, Jackson Bouchard, which means he has to come out for a play. So the backup keeper is getting ready. I believe that's Oscar Anderson. So when you get carded in high school, you have to leave play. You can check right back in, but you do have to come out for a play.
It's Quentin White going in for Colchester.
Oh, excuse me, Quentin White. I was looking at the backup for CVU. And nothing says welcome to the game like an ice-cold penalty kick. You just be confident, pick a side you want to go to, and take a chance at it. Quentin White. Miles Burgesson. Oh, and Burgesson just sneaks it under the arm of Quentin White. White guessed right, but couldn't quite get to the ground fast enough. Two nothing CVU on the penalty kick for Miles Burgesson. And that will bring Jackson Bouchard back into the game now for Colchester, and you can just see the body language shift.
Absolutely.
For Jackson Bouchard.
The good news is all of his teammates are looking in the other direction because you don't want to see that out of your goalkeeper.
Just over a minute to play. It's now 2-0 CVU.
Bouchard has been on fire in this game, and he needs to shake it off right now. Yep. This is do or die right now.
Just a tough break. Nothing malicious about what he did. He went out for the slide. CVU got there first, got the ball out of the way, and sometimes you can't stop momentum.
Yeah.
And you're already sliding out, and there was nothing there but Revoir's legs. officials are just trying to make sure that that Bouchard could come back in, and I believe he can because you can sub after a goal. It looks like we are ready.
The CVU goal scored by number 4, Miles Burgesson.
And we'll get a whistle and a foul going against Alfani. CVU going to take a chance here. They still have time to try to put another one in before the half. As that one taps high. George Charleston was hunting goal number 2. Ten seconds.
9, 8, 7.
Souvenir.
Fan ball. I don't think you get to keep it.
No.
3, 2, 1.
And that'll take us to the half. A tough ending to the half for Colchester. But if you're a Red Hawks fan, they are in prime position here. They lead 2-0 at the break. You're watching the boys Division I state championship game right here on the NFHS Network.
Highway Safety Office thank our student athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans.
It's 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon. You have 2 choices. Option 1, take 2 nanoseconds to reach over and put on your seatbelt. Or option 2, decide it's too much work for a Saturday and don't put on your seatbelt. As the seatbelt alarm continues to sing the song of its people, you roll your eyes. You're just going down the block, you'll be fine. You take a turn to the left, and that's when you see it.
This is Amber from Hazen Union High School. Choices matter, buckle up.
Suicide prevention starts with everyday heroes like you. Join the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and the movement turning hope into action. Learn more at afsp.org/Vermont. Together, we can stop suicide.
If you're planning a get-together, let Price Chopper and Market 32 help. Pick up your free Let Us Entertain You brochure. You can choose from a wide selection of delicious platters, including apps, deli meats, cheeses, shrimp, desserts, and more. Order online at PriceChopper.com. And as you've seen in the game, man, that's a good-looking soccer ball out there. Select Sport America is a proud sponsor and the provider of the official soccer ball of the VPA. For more information on select products, visit select-sport.com. Also, the VPA is proud to use products from Wilson Sporting Goods. For athletes to perform their best, they require the best, and that's what Wilson has delivered for over 100 years. Learn more at wilson.com. We'll be back with our second half shortly. You're watching the boys Division I State Championship right here on the NFHS Network.
It's 11 p.m. Friday night. You're at a party and you've had a few drinks. You have two choices. Option 1, call a ride to make sure you get home safely. Option 2, drive yourself home. You've got a busy day tomorrow and you don't need to find a way back to pick up your car. Besides, it's just a few miles away, and you know these back roads like the palm of your hand. As you make your way down the road, that's when you see the lights in your rearview mirror. Drunk driving is not a risk worth taking. Don't drive impaired.
This is Kiara Cushing from Blue Mountain Union School. Choices matter. Don't drive impaired. Arrive alive.
Come on, right? Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
Back here high atop Virtue Field on the campus of the University of Vermont. Tom Corbett and Justin St. Louis. It is the boys Division I State Championship game still to come tonight on the NFHS Network. We have the girls Division I Championship game between number 1 CVU and once again number 10, the South Burlington Wolves. Justin, this one was probably a better half than the scoreboard would even indicate. It's 2-0 right now, CVU, and Colchester's had some chances, not quite as many as CVU, but they were right there, and unfortunately just a bad last minute of that half. The keeper for Colchester, Jackson Bouchard, comes out for a slide, misses the ball, takes out the legs of Revoir of CVU. So he's called for the foul, so penalty kick because it was inside the box. But on top of that, because he wasn't near the ball, gets a yellow card, has to come out for the penalty kick. The backup, Quentin White, bless him. That is not.
Welcome to the state championships.
It doesn't get easier than that, or I mean, it doesn't get any harder than that. Guessed the right direction, couldn't make the save, and now it's just a tough hill to climb here for Colchester, down 2-0.
I got to give all the credit in the world to the Colchester kids for hanging tough, but I mean, you know, CVU is such a powerhouse, and this is not unexpected, but Colchester has absolutely shown the world that they're here, and with a young team, we might see them back here next year. Now, listen, game's not even over. It's half done.
But also a chance to tell you that we want to thank you, one, for watching the VPA Championship games live right here on the NFHS Network. And with the NFHS Network, you can watch live and on-demand high school sports on any device, wherever you are. Text your friends, your family who want to catch all the action. Invite them to watch live right now at nfhsnetwork.com or with the NFHS Network app for Apple and Android. I tell you, it's very convenient. Thankfully, Uncommon Media paid for us to have it last season as I was coaching basketball at Colchester, and scout teams catch up on all the other games coming up. It's super convenient.
I know that you and I both have young kids, and as the streaming era is here, all of our kids play sports. They're all going to travel. They're all, we're not going to be able to make every game. What a great addition to Vermont high school sports.
And I will take the NFHS Network over Blippy any day.
Thank you.
Especially the fake new Blippy.
Yeah, what's that guy about?
We are back underway, though, here on Virtue Field. Colchester trying to make a quick run, looking for Amani. Then they'll put one on the keeper, just making sure he's paying attention. Amon Rasuli. And so far, been a fairly quiet day for Ziggy Babbitt in goal for CVU.
Only faced 2 shots in the first half. He's already got another one on him right now, but yeah, not the same for Colchester's Jackson Bouchard, as he was under constant pressure and came up big in the 5 shots that he faced.
Made some great saves. Throw in here for Colchester. Wynn taps it up. Amani. Goro with it. Fancy footwork there by Goro. Has it tapped away, and a throw in coming. Coming up to take the throw in, Jonah Spurlock. Headed out. Spurlock with it, though. Can't keep it in play. Was looking in the direction of Amani. That front line for Colchester, trying to keep some pressure on here. Which you're going to have to see an adjustment here for Colchester in this second half. Touched on. Revoir going to be called offsides. It was close. And Ethan Revoir, Justin, has been just making some incredible runs for CVU.
Well, you got it.
They put him up there, and they just look to send him.
He really has. There's a couple of really key players for CVU. I feel like Wallace has been involved in just about everything. Revoir, absolutely. And Miles Burgesson, absolutely, as well, and he just got that touch.
Throw in here. Spurlock, Amani trying to flick it into the box. And a bit of a collision there.
Colchester trying to change the tune here to kick off the second half and really trying to run things and get it back going their way and stay in this game. And like we said at the top of the game, they have nothing to lose. They've proven, way more than anybody expected them to, and they're hanging with the best team in the state.
And another chance here, but Bouchard first to the ball. They sent Wallace. Big boot. Goes off Dow's head, trapped down by the Lakers. Sending it, looking for Goro. He'll touch it off to the wing. Headed up to Wynn. Wynn knocked down, and we'll get a whistle just outside the box. Opportunity here for Colchester. And you could tell Goro wanted. He went right over and said, guys, let me hit this.
Got this, yeah.
Victor Goro, just a sophomore for Colchester.
He's been involved in a lot of the big stuff, too, for the Lakers.
Also, Amani, just a sophomore for the Lakers. Low worm burner, goes off Dow's leg, and the keeper off his line makes the grab. Ziggy Babbitt right there where he needed to be as that rebound trickled near the goal. Possession for CVU. Taken away by Goro.
Goro.
To his right. Crosses it in, knocked out by Dow. Ashok Dow makes a great play in front of the net for CVU. But you can just see the difference in the amount of white jerseys in the offensive end this half already as opposed to the first half.
All gas for Colchester right now.
Which is also why they're coming close on a couple of those long balls. You know, unfortunately, when you move more up to the offensive end, you leave the defense a little more short-handed. But down 2-0 here in the second half. It's time to get going.
A yellow card has been assessed to CVU number 20, Ethan Revoir.
Revoir with a yellow card.
So he'll have to come out for at least one possession here. And the official will tell the coach why. That will bring in Wyatt Decker, I believe, for CVU. A lot of movement so far. I think Colchester thought they were ready to go, but we have not quite restarted. That one all the way in the box. Ziggy out and makes the grab. Like you said, he hasn't seen a lot of work, but he's been ready for it when it's come his way.
Absolutely.
Ziggy Babbitt.
Yep.
Far side, Goro. Pulls it back. Pressured heavily by Dow. What a battle over there. And a throw in here for Colchester. Another throw in here. .33 minutes to play in half number 2, 2-0 CVU, but Colchester trying to pressure here early in this second half. Nice defensive play there. I believe that was Barron for CVU. In the corner. Goro pressures. Goal kick coming. Goro wanted a corner, didn't get it. Nice job by Jacob Leppel there. shielding and letting that get out of bounds. Head ball midfield, trapped down by CVU. Played deep. On that far side, once again, just Lucas Moran has been awesome. On the defensive side for Colchester. And also on his part, Julian Seacott, who came in just a couple minutes into this game after Caleb Greenslet got hurt, has really stepped up here. Seacott, a senior for CVU. I'll play it all the way back to Babbitt. Curry can't corral it, and CVU will send it back down to the Laker end. Dow in the middle of the field. Gavin Prada. CVU will punch that one in, but all the way to Bouchard. And we get it offside. Kick here for Colchester. I'm interested, we have not seen Damunga Alfani in this half yet for Colchester.
Right.
Not sure what, if they're just giving him a rest and they're going to bring him in to, you know, give us fresh set of energy, or if he's hurt or anything.
Rasuli has stepped up quite a bit for Colchester in his place.
Here comes CVU. They send it to Seacott. Seacott pulls back. He'll lay it off. Sent in the box, headed out by Colchester. Down to the feet, fire. That one deflects and goes out of play. I'll say goal kick here. No, I believe it was an offsides. 2-0 CVU. A whistle against CVU. Headed right back out by CVU.
The weather app on my phone saying 33 degrees right now.
Goro puts one towards the net. And Ziggy Babbitt makes the nice catch.
And I mentioned that because the breeze has not subsided. You can see the flag still moving. And
yeah, I don't think that accounts for the breeze.
Ugh.
You know, hindsight, I will still take a really beautiful warm night of trick-or-treating. But just barely. I'm close to wanting to trade those 2 nights. Because I was outside for a lot less time trick-or-treating than I'll be out here tonight.
A good time to remind you, we've got the girls' championship game following this. Sorry to remind you, Tom, of our outdoor experience.
We'll get a little warmed up between games, and I'll be ready to go. I'll be fired up.
Oh, yeah.
I have an energy drink in my bag.
get a hot chocolate and pour
Cold
it
on
on
cold
my face.
is cold and cold is gotta equal warm, right? It's like multiplication.
Two negatives is a positive, absolutely.
Oh, CVU on the run. Keeper off his line, and that'll be booted out. Like we said, Colchester is pushing that offense up, making them a little more susceptible to the counterattacks here from CVU. That one deflects. Knocked down, and that'll go out of play. Goal kick here for Colchester. Bouchard going to get this one in play. And a bit of a miss kick there. Throw in here for CVU. And a lot of contact there. We play on. Gotten a little more chippy, a little less, a little more sloppy in the last few minutes here. And a throw in here coming after a substitution.
Into the game for Colchester, number 19, Parker Demerit.
Still no sign of Damunga Alfani for Colchester. Though actually, as I just said that, I see him taking off the sweats. That's got to be a good sign. I don't think he's doing it for fun.
Right.
And to bring him in fresh for 25 minutes, I'm sure they're hoping he's going to add a shot in the arm here. Meanwhile, CVU looking for a dagger here. Wallace tries to play it in the box. They touch it off to the corner. That one going to go to Seacott.
Into the game for Colchester, number 11, Damunga Alfani.
There's Alfani.
To a nice cheer from the Colchester section. Give Amani a breather. And we'll get a whistle against Colchester. Free kick coming. This is definitely a within striking distance kick here. And they'll give it to the Baron, Mason Barron.
The Red Baron, you could say even.
In the box, headed out momentarily at least by Colchester. Back in, Dow with it at his feet. Turns, fires, save made by Bouchard.
What a save.
Dow makes a long jog back to the defensive end.
Dow was heads up on that as well. He made a play happen out of nothing there.
He's had a couple looks at it in this game on set pieces. Up top, CVU looking to play it in towards Prada. Back out for Colchester. Can they make a run here? Alfani making a run on the sideline. Has it taken away. The two-man defense there by Lepel and Barron. Get it away from Alfani.
Seacott for CVU.
Knocked away, but a throw in deep in that territory.
Liam Fitzgerald for Colchester breaking up the play there.
Henry McLean. And into the game for Colchester, number 6,
Henry
Noah
McLean
Wenger.
back in for CVU. Played in the box, and a save made by Bouchard. Another good look for CVU, but Bouchard says no.
Into the game for Colchester, number 13, Benjamin Musa Amani.
Amani back in now for Colchester. He got about a minute and a half breather. Another throw in here for Colchester. Looking for Alfani. Booted up right outside the 18, headed down and cleared out. Barron. They swing it all the way around to McLean. We'll give and go. McLean looks to play it to the top of the 18. Prada with it. Played in the box again, looking for McLean. And McLean can't keep it in play, and a goal kick coming.
Into the game for Colchester, number 16, Brady Lumsden.
Brady Lumsden in now for Colchester. I believe his first action of the day. Near sideline, and that's going to be a foul, and that might be a card. And Alfani down on the sideline.
Ugly.
And we'll get the trainers over to look at Alfani. Let me tell you something, Justin. Championship level teams avoid all distractions while competing. Championship level drivers avoid all distractions while on the road. The VPA and the Vermont State Highway Safety Office thank our student athletes, coaches, administrators, and fans for not using their cell phones while behind the wheel. Stay focused on the road, and remember, traffic safety is a team sport. Together, we can keep Vermont roads safe for everyone. Learn how at drivewellvt.gov.
The old, was drunk driving ads. When we were working races, I used to say, "Don't be dumb" as a tagline at the end, and I think that applies here.
Also, the VPA's official rankings and tournament brackets can be found online at scorebooklive.com/Vermont. Get the mobile app and follow live scores to scorebooklive.com. Gonna step away for a quick break. 2-0 CVU right here on the NFHS Network.
It's 7 a.m. Monday morning. You have two choices. Option 1, wake up now and get to school on time. Or option 2, hit the snooze button for the 10th time and get back to that dream you were having about your dog drinking tea with your grandmother. Just as your grandma starts to bark, you'll wake up for real this time, in a panic. You have 10 minutes. You run out the door and start driving. You're speeding around traffic and cutting across side streets and...
This is Elizabeth from North Country High School. Choices matter. Stop speeding before it stops you.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Back here at Virtue Field, Tom Corbett, Justin St. Louis, Demunga Alfani being helped over to the sidelines by the Colchester training staff. Hopefully all is well for the senior for the Lakers. 20 minutes to play, 2-0 CVU in this boys Division I state championship
10.
game.
Asan Rizzoli.
Asan Rizzoli comes in for Alfani.
And he's been an impactful player for Colchester as well this game.
Beautiful trap there by Wallace. Taken away though. Prada. CVU trying to control possession here. Saved by Bouchard, rebound there, and it's cleared out. Kind of the first hiccup there for Bouchard. Gives up the rebound in front of the net, but no Red Hawks there. Played forward by CVU. Flick over the head. Fire, saved by Bouchard, rebound given up, but he's able to climb on it. Another great save by Jackson Bouchard. Bouchard, a junior for Colchester. Wallace off to the Baron, played in and knocked out by the Colchester defense. They wanted a handball, did not get one. They were trying to, CVU was trying to get that to the foot of George Charlson, who had our first goal of the game today. And we will get a whistle and a foul there.
And that's Charlson that went down with a push from behind.
And a little verbal warning that time for Victor Goro. Played back corner, Dow gets it. Did he get it? I don't think he did. He's pointing at Barron. Waiting to see. Barron put that on the back corner. Dow was there, but I think that was just straight Barron upper 90.
And he's celebrating like it was him.
3-0 CVU. And Barron gives the crowd the, I just put him to bed, the Steph Curry in the Olympics.
The good night, yeah.
Goes over, far side, CVU with possession.
The CVU goal scored by number 10, Mason Barron.
Outside the 18, Charlson turns, fires, and that one just goes wide. And right now, CVU looks like sharks in the water.
Into the game for CVU, number 20, Ethan Revoir.
Ethan Revoir back in for CVU. He's got a yellow card to his credit here today, as he looks to close this one out for the Red Hawks.
Colchester, with a 7-10 record, only lost 2 games by more than 1 goal, and one of them was to CVU about 2 weeks ago, with a 2-0 victory for the Red Hawks.
And that 7-10, including the 3 playoff wins.
Correct.
Looking for Barron on the cut, can't get it. Colchester clears, but a throw in coming for CVU. Outside the 18. And another throw in here for CVU. Just about 15 minutes to play here for the CVU Red Hawks. As Barron will hit that all the way down to the other end, and we'll get a goal kick. Up top, Revoir has it knocked away. Colchester still fighting here are the Lakers. Goes up the field and some contact outside the 18. No whistle. And a throw-in coming for CVU.
CVU with 3 titles since 2018. And actually, these two teams faced each other in 2013 with Colchester coming out on top. Right now, they're just trying to make something happen.
Looking for a little counterattack. I believe that 2013 was also Colchester's last appearance in the finals. As we get a substitution here for CVU.
Into the game for CVU, number 2, Caleb Albertson.
Caleb Albertson, a sophomore, in for his first minutes here today. Henry Galloway heads to the bench for the first time. Charleston inside the box, taps it off. Prada couldn't turn on it. Another shot knocked down, and Colchester able to clear. As Wallace collides, and we'll get a foul on Victor Goro. It's going to be Barron taking this kick. This is pretty close to where he was when he put the last one in. Back corner headed up and out of play. Headed up by Fitzgerald. On the move, that one played up and not quite able to get there. I believe that was Lucas Moran. Correction, Amon Rosuli. They play it up again, Charleston. Slide tackled away, but he maintains possession. And we'll poke it away, throw in here for CVU.
Nice effort by Noah Langer for Colchester. He stuck with it.
Last year, CVU won 5-4 in shootout to take out reigning champion South Burlington. It was the Red Hawks' first crown, like you said, since 2019. And they are 10 minutes and change away from going back-to-back.
A pretty sterling season for the CVU Red Hawks. Opened the year with an 8-1 victory over Mount Anthony. And the train kept rolling all summer long.
And they'll get a corner kick here as we approach that 10-minute mark.
CVU corner kick to be taken by number 10, Mason Barron.
Barron plays it in the box, knocked down. Turning, that one off the crossbar for Dow. And we get a whistle on an offsides. Headed forward by CVU. Charleston. And we get another offsides. Amani, I think he had his ankle stepped on there. He goes down.
Yeah.
They play the through ball. Knock loose. Prada tried to get a piece of it. Skipped on. Goro on the move. Amani to his right. Doesn't give it up. And that one deflected. The follow won't go. Amani with it. Pulls it back. They try to switch fields and head it out. And a big clear by CVU. And we get a whistle. That'll go against Revoir.
A little bit of life in Colchester right now.
They're not going to quit on this one. And CVU, in the same token, is not stepping off the throttle.
Correct. Boy, Amani keeps getting beat up out there.
Dow tries to send it upfield. And a throw in coming.
Into the game for CVU, number 13, Julian Seacott.
Julian Seacott back in. And that one gets out, and a throw in here for Colchester. And that one never comes in. Under 7 minutes now. Played in the box. Touchdown by Prada. Prada lays it back for Wallace, but it's cleared out by Colchester. Amani plays it up to Goro. Goro on the sprint. Cuts back on Dow. And that is a takedown there, and that'll be a whistle, and that'll be a card for Goro.
A little bit of a hug from behind there.
Yep. It's hard to be in this spot, down 3-0 in the championship, and not
a yellow card has been
feel the frustration.
Number 20, Victor Goro. And into the game for Colchester, number 18, Jonah Spurlock.
Jonah Spurlock back in for Colchester.
Number 8, Kyle Krieger.
Kyle Krieger in for the first time here tonight for CVU. The senior getting some minutes.
Also entering into the game for Colchester, number 25, Francis Solo.
Francis Solo in for Colchester for the first time as well, a freshman for the Lakers. CVU still pressuring here. They take it away in the box, lay it back, and that touch goes high.
And that one's in Williston.
Some poor ball boy's got to go get that. That's where you hope that there's just someone hanging out back there.
And that it's not a downhill in the dark.
Approaching the 5-minute mark here, 3-0 CVU looking to secure back-to-back Division I state championships. Revoir tries to play it in and will get a corner kick.
CVU corner kick to be taken by number 10, Mason Barron.
Barron going to put this one in play. And that one going to be headed out for a goal kick.
Into the game for CVU, number 9, Julian Olin.
Julian Olin in now for CVU. As Coach Bufano emptying out the bench a little bit here in this final 5. Seacott plays it up top. Barron lays it off. A laser goes high. Jacob Leppel tried to put that one on target. Barron sending it through. Julia Olin. I think I saw Olin in warm-up, so you came in with like the spray-painted red hair.
Yes, that's right. Full uniform.
Touchdown by Solo. Excuse me, that was Amani. And Dow hammers it right back down. Bouchard with the big boot. And we'll get a whistle against Dow. And that was going to end up a card for Dow, who yelled at Amani to get up.
A yellow card has been assessed to CVU number 17, Ajak Dow.
Forgive me as I adjust the clock here. We got 3:07 to play. Missed a stoppage. I was down to a minute. And it's just kind of turned into that kind of night for Colchester.
Yeah. The hope is that they can realize what they've done in this playoff run and not beat themselves.
Build on
yeah, don't beat themselves up over this game. They played very well for the first 3 quarters of the game. Put a little bit out of steam, and
you know that
when you face the defending champion with a record like that, that's what's going to happen.
23.
That yellow penalty kick with a minute to go in the first half really hurt momentum. CVU sends it up. They control possession right around midfield.
Fans, a reminder that at the conclusion of this game, there will be a brief awards presentation for the 2 teams. Also, fans, a reminder that spectators are prohibited
knocked down
from entering the field at the conclusion of the game. Thank you.
Olin can't curve that one into play. We are under 2 minutes. Olin fighting through, getting into the paint. Fires and grabbed by Bouchard.
Boy, Tom, in hockey, they've got the 3 stars of the game, and I couldn't tell you who all 3 of them are, but save one for Jackson Bouchard, the keeper for Colchester.
He has faced pressure all night. All the way into the paint, a nice slide tackle there, and we play on. 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
CVU puts it down into the penalty box. And we get a whistle and a foul against Colchester. Once again, it'll be Barron sending it in, and it looks like they're setting up a set piece here with about 25 seconds remaining. Goes in. Olin was there, but just out of reach. Bouchard grabs it.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And with
3,
that touch,
2, 1.
The CVU Redhawks have gone back-to-back. They are your 2024 Division I Boys State Champions. The Champlain Valley Union Redhawks left no doubts here today. A dominating 3-0 victory. The Cinderella run comes up short for the Colchester Lakers.
A couple of players down on the field for Colchester kind of feeling the loss right now. But like I said, there's nothing to hang your head about.
Yeah, I mean, you look down, you see Goro and Amani. Those are both sophomores.
Right. They'll be back.
They're going to try to lead this team moving forward, and they hopefully can build on this. Well, CVU, once again, take home the 3-0 victory. Booth Brothers Dairy and HP Hood are proud to support the Vermont Principal Association. Booth Brothers milk comes from local farms, providing milk from cows not treated with artificial growth hormones. Thanks to the dedication of local farmers across the state, Booth Brothers milk meets the highest quality standards. Learn more at boothbrothersdairy.com. Community National Bank, Vermont's community bank, has been serving Vermont sports. Learn more at communitynationalbank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. And as we cheer on our teams this season, let's keep our focus on safety. A reminder to all parents, family members, and fans in the stands, driving responsibly is a crucial, and supporting our athletes. And if you feel different, you drive different. Together we can keep Vermont roads safe for everyone. Learn how at drivewellvt.gov. Traffic safety is a team sport. And finally, our athletes needed the proper equipment to compete tonight, and we all need the proper equipment to drive safely after a tremendous year. The VPA and the Vermont State Highway Safety Office remind you that traffic safety is a team sport, and everyone, drivers and passengers, should use a seatbelt, buckle up, stay safe, and drive well, Vermont.
What do you think, Tom? Can CVU make it a double for the night?
I think they got a great chance. We have another 110 matchup. Well, that about wraps up our coverage here at Virtue Field of the boys Division I championship game. For Justin St. Louis, I am Tom Corbett. You have been watching the boys Division I state championship game right here on the NFHS Network.